All right. I thought I heard my daughter echoing. Okay, so we are live. All right, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Uh, I am the Angryprepper. This is TJ Preps. TJ Preps, thank you for joining me tonight.
Hello,
Guy,
everyone.
very good. Sorry, you can introduce yourself.
I'm TJ Preps. How is everyone?
Very good, guys. Let's start with the basics. How do we look? How do we sound? All right, everyone is saying hi, so we are good. All right, I wait.
Awesome.
I wait for the the 5x5. You guys look good. Waves back to my fave. I teach you preps. All right, good. So obviously good, great. All right, good. Baltimore Bama said okay. All right, good. We are in business.
Awesome.
Let's get to the questions, if you will.
All right.
All right, so do me a favor. Actually introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are and how, or rather, why you got into YouTubing.
Well, I'm TJ, also known as Teresa. Um, YouTubing, it started out just me watching everybody else, and I was like, you know what? I do things a little bit different than everybody else. I'm a really down to earth person, and I know that a lot of people could relate with me, so that's why I got into it. I was actually working a full time job when I started.
Oh wow. Okay, so are you still working that full time job?
No.
Did you quit because of YouTube, or you quit because of?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Very good.
I was making more money on YouTube than working.
Oh shit. Okay. So that's the other thing, guys. I'm going to try to keep the cursing to a minimum. Try. Uh,
Oh, cursing don't bother me.
okay. All right. I mean, I'm not going to fly off the handle either, but okay. Oh, that's why. All right. For whatever reason, I think we froze.
Uh-oh.
Nope, that was me. All right. Good. We're in business. So, uh, what did you? Okay. What was your previous job, if you will?
I was cleaning houses.
Really?
Yeah, I run my own business.
Okay. So you so then you quit your own business, or is it still
Yeah.
running? You quit your own business. Oh, okay. That's cool.
I've done my last house day before yesterday.
Thank you. Say that again.
I done my last house day before yesterday.
No kidding. Congratulations, then.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Nice. Very nice. And so now you can march. I mean, you could truly march to your own beat, then,
Yes.
right? I know. As far as retirement goes, I have 5 years left, and then I could bounce. That'll be
Yeah.
that'll be a total of 25 years. Thank you.
Wow.
So let's get into it. How long have you been prepping or homesteading? How do you look at it?
Well, I'm actually right now just prepping because I'm not really growing anything right now. Since about 2002.
Okay, wow, that's a good while. 8
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And what made you start preparing?
Oh my goodness. We were living in Illinois, and when we moved from here to Illinois, we had no idea how bad the winters were.
Okay,
You hear things, but it doesn't really sink in until you experience it. We had a really bad snowstorm come in, and we didn't have power for about a week.
really?
Yeah, we had no heat. We had no power. We didn't have a way to cook, nothing. We had to drive into the next city, which was about 50 miles, to eat anything.
Wow,
That's when I learned to start prepping.
wow. Okay, I mean, so you actually, and that's actually a good thing that you experienced something that's now going to stick with you forever,
Yeah.
right? You could tell that story over 1,000 times. That's a pretty interesting story. The rest of us, we, you know, I mean, like I said, I read a book. For those who don't know, I read a book, and that sparked me. But going through something like that and having to drive 50 miles just to eat, by the time you
That,
get home, go ahead.
and we had to do it 25 miles an hour.
Oh shit! Because of the icy roads.
The ice, yeah.
Oh, so that means it would have taken you 2 hours to get there.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was bad.
Holy shit, man, that sucks.
That's when I was like, you know what? I ain't never going through this again.
Oh, all right. So when did you start YouTubing?
um, Maybe a year and a half ago.
Wow. So then you're doing really good. You're way ahead of the curve of a lot of people who started in the same amount of time and have way less subscribers, if you will.
Yeah.
But that means you're saying the right things and you're saying things people want to hear and you're showing things people want to see. So that's pretty good. Like, by the way, the canning. So, how long have you been canning for?
About 15 years.
And what is your favorite food to can?
Mm. Meat.
Meat. Okay.
To me, it's the easiest because you can either cold pack it, put it in, can it, or cook it and then can it.
What is your suggestion? What would you rather cook or cold pack?
I, I would rather cook it first because it looks better,
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
the feel of it in your mouth is better, if that makes any sense.
So it's not as chewy, I take it?
Yeah, you know how when you buy canned chicken, it'll just fall apart.
Yeah.
If you cold pack it, it's gonna do that even worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense. All right. So, you don't garden at all?
I do, but not this year because I had so many problems with my neighbor. I don't know if you're familiar with any of that.
Yeah, I mean, guys at the
Guys at the
firehouse,
farm.
they tell me about stuff like that from time to time. So, what would be the problem without throwing your neighbor under the bus?
Oh, he took us to court because our shed was too close to our property line, and he won,
No.
and we had to move it.
Okay, so hold on before we get into any other questions, because now, so your property line, right, is like this, for
Uh-huh.
example, and the shed was too close. What, on the line, or doesn't even matter? So it was on this side of the line,
Yeah,
and he still
by law, all over the United States, I'm pretty sure it has to be 10 feet from your property line. We did not know that. HOA did not know that, and they approved it,
okay.
and we had to move it. We paid a ton of money to have that done.
What a dick. I'm sorry, but
He is, he is.
holy shit, that's some next level asshole shit. I'm sorry, but
So that you know that he done all that after he helped me paint it.
okay, I don't have anything else to say behind that. Holy shit. All right. Um, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. So listen, I've seen a couple of your videos,
Hmm.
and you had one where you talked about food shortage.
Yes,
Have you seen any signs of food shortage in your neck of the woods?
I did, and spurts of it. One day you'll go in there and there'll be one thing missing, and the next is full. The next day you go in and it'll be the opposite two things. But the last time I went in, everything looked really good.
Okay. All right. Are you guys seeing? Well, do you guys have food pantries and soup kitchens out by you?
Oh yeah,
And have you seen? How long have the lines been on those?
not long like what I've seen in other states. Like I said, we're a pretty small town.
All right.
Maybe well, I think we have like 30,000 people here, maybe.
Okay. 30,000.
Yeah,
That's small. That's like I mean, that's like a whole building in the Bronx. It's a section of buildings out there. That's like the
yeah.
entire neighborhood. That's insane. That's got to be cool because it's small. All right. So, what is your opinion on the election?
I think it stinks. I really want to keep Trump in there. I do think that there was cheating. I mean, come on. I mean, Georgia turned blue. I don't know anyone that voted for Biden.
And Dario, thank you for the donation. We appreciate the donation. Thank you, guys. Or thank you, Dario. I appreciate it. I'll be in Atlanta tomorrow. Old Keepers Prize here event. Someone come quick. Let's pray for everything. All right, Dario, we will pray for everything to go smooth. They have an event, and Oath Keepers are providing security for that event. Leaders are asking to come heavily equipped. Wow. Okay. That's next level shit. So, what is your opinion on the COVID virus?
I think it's a hoax. I mean, I think it's real, most definitely. But they have took this so far that it's actually stupid. I mean, I did a video over on Rumble explaining everything, and the one of the top virologist guys, he had I'd done a recording, let people listen to a recording
Yeah.
of him in a Zoom call, and he said it was all a hoax.
Well, it's funny that you say that because a lot of epidemiologists in the epidemiologist community and the virus community, or virologists, whatever they're called, the community, between those two, there's been a lot of infighting. And it seems to be, um, you know, the the left scientists, if you will, are winning the battle because it's just insane. Which way, how bad, sorry, they pushed this virus on us. And like I said, I live in the city. I know the guy who died from it, but the way people are reacting to it here in the city is insane.
Yeah.
With the, you know, I walk down the street. For example, I'm walking my dog. So we're taking a walk. Me and him are the only ones on the sidewalk, and somebody will come up the block, and I'll see them. I'll see them a good a block away, because we have like one long continuous block. So I'll look and I'll see the guy, and I can see the guy doesn't have a mask on. The guy will walking like today. He's walking with his head down. He looks up. He puts his head down. He goes in his pocket. I go, he better not pull a fucking mask out. He pulls the mask out to put it on, walk past me, and then take it off.
Which just completely rules out that mask because you're not supposed to be touching it.
And that's the problem with the whole wearing a mask drum they're beating, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's
every time you take it off, also you're supposed to replace it with a new one.
and you're not supposed to touch the inside, and you're supposed to wash your hands, and no one's doing that, right?
Exactly.
And so this is why the study that the CDC did, the CDC actually said that people wearing a mask, I think it was 76% or 78% people who wore masks still caught COVID, right?
Mhm.
So there's obviously a problem, and there needs to be. Listen, if you're going to wear a mask, there's only one mask to wear, and the mask that they have everyone else wearing is not the mask, right? A
Right.
bandana around your face isn't quite it. But listen, whatever. We're beating a dead horse at this point, right? I mean, we
Mhm.
know, but let the idiots out there be idiots. So, what do you know? How do you think the rest of this year is going to play out?
I think we're going to ride a little bit smooth for maybe a month, a little bit smooth. At the end of the year, we're going to start seeing things kick up because people aren't going to want to be cooped up. They're going to want to have their Thanksgiving meals. They're going to want to have their Christmas meals and get togethers. And then in January, everything's going to change.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree. But this Thanksgiving thing, I wonder if people are going to have enough. The whole 10 people only in your house bullshit. I when I heard that, I mean, listen, I'm not a big party guy. I don't have fucking people coming over here, so it doesn't matter to me. But the fact that you're telling somebody else, hey, you who pays rent and has only, you can only have 10 people in your house, right? And that's including you. So that means you can only have 9 or 8 people come over, and then you got to pick the 9 or 8 people you want to come over. That presents a
Exactly.
problem, right?
Yeah.
So it's always going to be an issue of some sort. Also, guys, real quick, if this live stream gets shut down because of the powers that be, we'll jump back on uh, right soon after. So don't worry about it. Secondly, she has a Rumble account or page. So head over to Rumble. It's like rumble.com and look her up. If not, go to one of her videos, and the link for Rumble is in the description section below. I also have a Rumble account, and I'm trying to get other guys, other YouTubers, to get Rumble accounts as well, and BitChute, because sooner or later, YouTube's going to drop the hammer, and YouTube sort of dropped the hammer yesterday, if you know what I mean.
I think they're trying to get us to leave, to be honest.
That's You think they're trying to get us to leave, or you think they're trying
Yeah.
to get us in line?
I think they may be trying to get us to leave.
Well, guess what? The only way
I'm
we
not going to. I'm not going to until, they take me down.
right.
That's why, but I have, started doing the other platforms so that I could build my audience up over there. So when they do take us down, I'll be set over there, hopefully.
Well, yeah. So that's why for every video, I guess moving forward, we got to start pushing Rumble and BitChute, uh,
Yeah.
right? Because though I'm a little confused with Rumble, I'm gonna need somebody to walk me through it. Because the other day I put up a bunch of videos, and for whatever reason, it duplicated itself on YouTube. I don't know
You
if
need to unlink it. Do not link those pages, those
videos.
platforms with YouTube.
Okay, Roger that. All right, there we go. Problem solved. She solved my problem. Because I think that's what I did with one of the videos. I linked it because it said it, and then it showed up twice.
Hmm.
All right,
Now,
so
see, over there, you can say pretty much over whatever you want. And then if it uploads to YouTube, when you upload it to BitChute or whatever, then you're going to have a video that's going to get you in trouble on YouTube.
okay, gotcha,
That's why I never linked mine.
got it. All right. So somebody said that we can't live stream on uh, Rumble. That's just a matter of time. And
Exactly.
and somebody asks, why does he drop the f bomb? Because it's my channel. So that answers that. So go ahead, give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up, whatever makes you guys happy. Uh,
You guys, in my opinion, a real curse word is GD when you use the Lord's name badly. That's a curse word to me.
so I
The
do.
others are just words.
I have said that a couple times, and there's a guy in my job when I say that, he's like, "What did you say?" And I'm like, "Hot damn," So like I'll switch it up, but it slips from time to time. But when I'm on YouTube, I do try to curve it because I know that a lot of people are, you know, religious.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen if Biden goes into office?
We're going to go straight into lockdowns, the entire country. I've said that a million times, and it's going to be bad.
And it's funny because then he walked it right. So he said that he was going to lock us down on his transition team. Then Biden, yesterday, the day before, walked it back and said, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it up to each individual state, which translates to I'm going to pressure the other states to do that so that it doesn't look
Yes.
like me. Right? I guess they think we're stupid, or, well, sorry. There are a lot of stupid people out there. But they think that a certain group of people is stupid, and they don't think that we can't read between the lines. Uh,
Right.
but you're right about that. So, I know what your stance is on COVID, but what do you think will come from the second wave?
Come from the second wave.
Well, the reaction from the politicians and
They're going to keep doing whatever because I think that their end goal is to crash the economy, to be honest, so that they can do a whole big reset. If you look into the wristbands that they've talked about and the injections they have talked about, they funded a company that does the injections, and they're supposedly going to have trackers in them. An RFD or a RIDF chip.
Right. So I've heard, and the thing is, the RFID is now supposed to be nanotech, but
Yeah.
we won't get into that quite yet because all I tell people to do is when I start talking about that stuff is like do your research and follow the paper trail. It'll lead you exactly to where you don't want it to go. So yeah, exactly. People are like, "What? No, I can't. I can't understand this." I'm like, "You understand it. Understand which way this is leaning, and this is not leaning in our favor." All right, guys. So we are at the 20-minute mark. I want to make a couple announcements. All right. First of all, again, if you guys haven't, head over to TJ Prep's YouTube page, like and subscribe there. Head over to her Rumble page, like and subscribe there as well. As far as announcements go, there are a bunch of other YouTubers on here. One who I just discovered today, uh, SC Prepper. She has a YouTube channel. I had no clue, and the YouTube channel is pretty. It's cool. She does a lot of it in her car, but she's very knowledgeable. So don't mind her driving around. Listen to what she has to say. Prepper Nation's on here. Prepper Now. Be Ready Today, who's not on here yet. Like and subscribe to them. Happy Prepper, Magic Prepper, Prepper Princess, Canadian Prepper, Pinball Preparedness. Head over to their channels and like and subscribe. Uh, all of these people who I follow are actually level-headed and very good at what they do. So the videos that she mentioned, guys, about the RFD and the bracelet, you can find those videos on her Rumble page. So, like I said, just head over there and follow her, subscribe to her there. As far as the bracelets go, I do have to say one thing, guys. The bracelet thing is real. If you ever been to a casino, if you ever been on a cruise, if you ever been on a resort, they already have those bracelets in play, right? You pay for whatever you need, you unlock your room, and those things are legitimately real. They're just going to play it into this. Whether it's next year or 5 years from now, it's coming. Also, thank you for the reminder. North Shore Preparedness. Head over to his channel as well. Uh, Pinball Preparedness and North Shore Preparedness are guys I like to listen to because they're older than me, and they're more of a sound mind. And so is Prepper Now, by the way. I am throwing the old card out there, but it's an ongoing joke between us. All right, so what is your biggest fear with everything that's going on?
The riots to be so bad that it's absolutely everywhere. And I could see that happening no matter who is president because who is actually doing the riots, which is, of course, the Antifa group.
Right, right. Well, you guys won't have that problem in your neighborhood, though.
I don't know. We got some weird people too.
Really?
Yeah, and we had marches here. As small as our town was, we had them.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Okay. Gary, thank you for the donation. I'm a little surprised about that. Just because I'm surprised about that. I listen. Downtown for me, a bunch of I guess like white nerds. They hang out together and they have these BLM signs, right? And they're like Black Lives Matter and and save the black man, whatever the fuck that means. And then there's no black people amongst them. It's just all like white folks. It's insane. It's insane. I look at and not for nothing, they're all like they gotta all be over 60 or whatever. Like I haven't seen a young face there, and I haven't seen a black face there. I think that's very interesting. And they're like honk for Black Lives. And the lady was like honk for Black Lives, and I gave her the finger, just because I was annoyed.
It's crazy what's going on.
It is, and I don't get it. When people are playing that or beating that drum, but you don't know the actual cause behind a lot of these things. I don't want to get into that because it's just going to piss me off. But let's get going with the question. So,
Okay.
what is the difference, in your opinion? What is the difference between urban preppers and suburban preppers?
Well, it depends on what kind of prepping each are doing. If you're just a prepper where you're just buying stuff from the store and stocking up, in that sense, there's really not much of a difference. But an urban prepper would have to prep more on security, whereas a suburban, no, not as much.
Very good. And that's the truth, man. I tell you, the way crime is shooting up here is insane. I mean, listen, I like living on the edge, but not with the not with the wife and kids, But I think it's just interesting that we here don't have any like we can't own firearms. Which next question: do you own firearms?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
A lot, a little bit.
Enough.
Okay,
Enough.
that that's code for a lot. What is your favorite? What is your favorite caliber?
9.
Really?
That's what I carry.
Okay. Wait, you don't open carry, right?
No, I conceal.
Good carry. Very good. Uh, all right. I'm curious about this question. So, do you own a bug out bag or bug out
Yes.
bags?
Yes.
At what point would you bug out of your home?
If there is people beating down my door and I know that I cannot take care of them, me and my all my men here, I have all sons. My husband and my brother-in-law's always here. If we know we can't beat what's going on, we're leaving out the back door and going down the river.
No shit. I'm assuming you guys have a boat then.
No, my neighbor does.
Okay, that's a good answer. And now, I mean, now seriously, do you think that you'll have that kind of a problem in your area?
I don't. So, like I said, it would have to be so bad. I mean, all of America would have to be gone for us to see problems here.
Yeah, that's the plus side of living out where you live, right? You don't have to
Yes.
deal with the bullshit. So, what is your? Not what is your? How are you enjoying YouTube right now? Being that you've been on a year and um, the things that are coming, if you will, with YouTube. What is your opinion, rather?
You're talking about how we're being censored, or
All of it, all of it.
the censorship is ridiculous. Because even in my live streams, I have to be careful what I'm saying. But on the flip side of it, I love to stream and connect with my subscribers. I enjoy that more than anything.
I think that is pretty cool, if you ask me. I think the live stream thing is awesome, especially like talking to them. Though the disconnect is the chat. For me, because you're talking back to someone who's typing to you, and you're trying to answer as fast as they're typing to you, which is um, almost impossible, especially for someone like me that reads very slow. So, what do you think is going to come out of the trucker situation, the strike that's supposed to happen in next week?
I think there's going to be one, but it's not going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be. It's not going to be that big. My brother-in-law is a trucker. He hasn't even heard about it
No
when
shit.
I asked him about it.
Okay.
And I have had people contact me that said that their husband or whoever is a trucker, they're not doing it. I think it's going to be a few of your independents, a few of your small companies. That is it.
And that's what I pretty much said in my video pertaining to that. Some people are like, oh, I had a couple friends, like friends, texting me, email me, look, this is happening. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that shit ain't going anywhere. The trucking community is not uh, that tight. They're tight where when it comes to like backing each other up or something, they'll back each other up. But
Mhm.
when it comes to money, there's no way they're going to not deliver that $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 load. You know
Yeah, they have to feed their kids just like everybody else.
exactly. Now, unless it was about safety or money, like more money, then I could see them striking. But that isn't the case because too many of them. are on different pay scales. You know, some are low and then some are on the high end. So,
Hmm.
so do you have? And this is a curveball question, but do you have any medical training?
No,
All right.
actually, if you and I were out bugging out or whatever, and you got cut or something, I would probably faint.
Shit.
Now,
Okay.
my husband is the opposite.
Okay. Very good. Oh, so what? The sight of blood?
Yeah, and
Really?
it's not just the sight of blood; it's the thought of what's actually happening. There's something coming from a place of your body that's not supposed to be coming from the place of your body. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
That's what does it for me.
All right. Fair enough. Mikey Mac, thank you for the donation, man. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Uh, that's very interesting. All right. So then, my next question you pretty much already answered, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Uh, do you hunt or does your husband hunt?
I do not hunt. I have been hunting.
Okay.
I've got a history. My husband does not hunt, but the my entire family does, and we get deer meat all the time.
Oh, nice. Very good. So if you've been hunting, then you've seen blood. You never passed out from that.
But that's different. It's not coming from a person.
Okay. All right.
I
That
love people too much.
that makes sense.
That's the thing.
All right. That makes sense. Because it's funny. Uh, Farming, for example. Right. So when I was watching my first son being actually, sorry, my second son being born, I remember looking over the curtain because she had to get a C-section, and I remember looking over the curtain and going, just peeking. And the doctor was like, "Sit down," and I was like, "The fuck?" So I sat down. So he later tells me, he goes, "She, the wife goes, well, he's a fireman. It's okay." He goes, "I've seen firemen and cops who've seen blood all the time pass out, but because it's someone they know, it's a different ballgame." And he goes, "They get lightheaded and they pass out, and then we got to treat him." I said, it doesn't bother me, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with the doctor while he's performing a C-section.
Well, I think I could actually watch a C-section. Yeah, I don't think that would bother me because it's not an accident, it's a controlled situation.
Okay,
Does that make any sense?
that makes perfect sense, actually, way perfect sense. All right, guys. So we're at the half-hour mark. Um, do me a favor, save your questions for a little bit. We will answer them. So we'll get to them. And when you ask the questions, ask them in bold letters. Also, again, if you haven't already, head over to TJ Prep's page. I know you guys like what she's saying. So head over to her channel, like and subscribe. Also, I'd like to ask you, you have and this is my impression, just like watching a few of your videos. Um, you have like a no like bullshit kind of attitude. So are you quick? Not quick, but you're not afraid to mix it up with somebody if you have to. Meaning like an argument or something. Someone says something to you. Do you turn away and go okay and walk the other way, or do you get into it?
Oh, I stand my ground.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I very much stand my ground. Always.
No, very good. Because like I said, I got that sense in the video, and I'm like, oh, she looks like she doesn't take shit. And actually, you probably no. What's her name? Autumn's backyard garden. She's another one that looks like she doesn't take shit either. So that's good. I mean, obviously, you're not going to take shit you carry, right? So
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
imagine carrying and then taking shit. That's just weird. Someone says some shit to you, you're like, okay, and then you leave. All right. So, um, what were your your biggest mistakes when it came to prepping?
Listening to other people telling me what to buy and me actually going and buying it.
Okay.
And
So
if it's food, it's something I very much disliked, and I bought a bunch of it and then tasted of it. That type of thing.
oh, that blows. That's a lot of money spent then, right?
Yeah. I
Now,
usually give it away.
wait, you threw it away?
No, I give it away.
Oh, give it away. I was like, hell, just give it to somebody, like that's not. Here you go, friend. Have this shit, and then Buy the good stuff for yourself, you know. So, thank you, Matthew Kitchens. He says, lick the like button. All right, guys. That's a that's a good one actually. Guys, if you don't mind, hit the like button or the like button or the thumbs down. Jesus, that was a good one. Lick the like button. Um, and then Prepper now says taste the like button. Whatever, guys, just hit the like button or hit the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy. We appreciate it. All right, so where when you started prepping after that snowstorm, if you will, right, or that blackout that you had, when you started prepping, at what point did you say, "I'm good, I have enough," or have you not hit that point yet?
I will never hit that point
Two hot dogs make a meal.
because let's put it this way: if I were to do a Thanksgiving dinner here at my house and I invited all of just my surrounding family, there would probably be 200 people at my house.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that means you're gonna keep building your
Yeah.
preps. All right. Also, this is a not prepping question. This is more related to the lockdown or the Gestapo's regulation. But do you guys in your state have that 10-person rule?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Now,
If it happens, I guarantee you nobody's going to pay attention to it.
that's what I was going to ask. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't know how people are listening here. I don't know, um, why anybody would listen, you know. But I think the worst thing is the sorry, some of the comments in the chat. I think the worst thing is people actually listening and doing the Zoom thing, you know. So now, oh, let's Zoom with Grandma for Thanksgiving, and then you put your computer at the dinner table while you guys eat together. It's kind of strange.
That's
I,
weird.
yeah, I get that's where we are, but it's it's very strange and whatever. So how has your area or your state handled COVID? You think they overshot? You think they undershot? You think it's just about right?
Well, in the beginning, they had all those, they were just like everybody else. You couldn't go into Walmart without a mask. You had to walk around this crazy corral thing to get in and out. And then at one point, you could only use one set of doors. You couldn't use the other set of doors. And it was just ridiculous. And now, nothing. They'll ask you to wear a mask, but they know better than to tell us to.
All right. So wait, you said a corral thing. So they direct you in which direction you need to go into at
Yeah,
the
and
door?
it would what it you know how you have the double doors
Right.
and you have the split down the middle. They'll have a thing coming out wrapping all the way around where you had to walk past the doors and come around it to go in.
I did
That's
see.
how.
Okay, I did see that, but I just went under the thing, like, or moved the stanchion out of the way. You know, like I was like, I'm not a fucking cow, and then I would just, like, cut through the thing and then go to
See,
the store.
they would try to say something to me because I'm a female and you're a big guy. They were not going to say anything to you. We have people standing outside of our Walmart watching.
Really?
Yeah, but they know that they cannot legally tell us to wear a mask.
Right. Until if Biden gets into office, and somebody else said it earlier. If Biden gets into office, he that's the one thing he said he was going to do: mandate a nationwide mask wearing. I think it was JB that said it. Wearing everyone's going to have to wear a mask, and I'm like, good fucking luck with that one. Filling that out and having people wear a mask. You know the fights that are going to ensue in the streets and Walmart and Target, someone telling you, "Hey, put a mask on," because the next thing out of my mouth is like, "You can go," and then what? So I just hope that they leave it to I hope they leave it to the individual person and not be an asshole about it. Um,
Yeah.
that's my hope. All right, we are at the whoa, we're at the 40-hour mark. That was fast. All right, so guys, now is the Q&A portion of the live stream. So please do me a favor. Ask the question. Ask the question for our guest, not me. And make sure you type it in all caps so that I can read it. If I miss it, hopefully my moderators will catch it. And the Google, squad is out again, holding comments for reviews and stuff like that. And the comments are not even that bad.
They were taking them out of mine the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
And you have
Also, John's.
and
They
you
were
have
doing
wholesome
John.
people on your channel. You don't have like I have savages on my channel. Like people, and even they say nice shit and they still get kicked.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I mean, like my yeah, I think the bunch on my live stream is like the Wild Bunch. Like lick the like button. I've never heard that before. That's pretty good. You know? So okay, so someone asked this question yesterday for Andrew. They're going to ask you this question: are you into buying physical silver at all? That's from Paul Taylor.
I do buy silver, yes, but I do not hoard it.
You don't hoard it.
No, I don't have like stacks and stacks of it. I just have enough, a little.
All right. So then I'm going to ask you a question related to silver after we get off here.
Okay.
So please remind me because I'll definitely forget. But I've been curious about silver. Oh, so two questions. Um, One question is, are you going to take the vaccine when it becomes available?
Hell no.
All right. And do you think this is by Gia Dollop? Do you think the vaccine will be mandated?
They're going to try to. I think that what they're going to do first is they're going to tell everybody, hey, if you've got the vaccine, you can go do whatever you want. You guys that don't have the vaccine, you're still going to stay in lockdown. That's how they're going to do it.
Wow. Good luck with that. Prepper
Exactly.
Tribe, thank you for the donation. Jack B and Gemini Prepper, thank you for the donation. Gemini Prepper asks, what is in your EDC if you have one?
Well, our EDC is also our get home bag and our bug out bag. It's all one bag. We have everything in there.
Okay.
And if we leave the house, it goes with us. We're in the house. It's always ready to go.
Very good. I just bought my 30. So, Tactical Gary said, I just bought my 30th tourniquet. Do you think I need more? 30?
30th?
Yeah, 30th.
No.
Hey, Tactical
I don't
Gary, man, I think you're squared away. I think you're
care.
done with it. And Tactical Gary, I haven't seen any videos from you lately. You can email me, let me know what's going on. Tactical Gary has a channel too. He's been building it slowly, and I haven't seen any videos from him in a while. So, okay, JB, who I haven't seen in a while. So thank you for joining us tonight, JB. What kind of skills do you have that is of value to your group?
I can get along with anybody, even if I despise them,
Really?
and I can make them think that they're my best friend.
Okay, that is a skill. And so, any others? Well, obviously you have canning, right?
Mhm.
And you have some gardening skills. No?
Yes, yes. Around here, all my family lives on farms
Okay.
too. So,
Well, shit.
if we had to be with a group, it would be all family anyway.
Well, then that speaks for itself. So,
Yeah.
all right. What is the most? All right. David Lee. Actually, Gracie Quinn. How do you keep people from coming into your door during a shit hits the fan scenario?
Well, I have extra wood, and that we plan to put up if something were to break out in our area. We also have the extra long screws in the hinges, going into the door frame,
Right.
so they can't kick it down as easily. I mean, you're a fireman. You know how? Have you ever tried to kick a door down that has the long screws in it?
No, we don't kick them. We use a Halligan when we break it open.
Well, okay, okay, never mind then.
Well, listen. So I always tell people you got to keep in mind of tools like that, right? So the rest of the world, or yeah, the rest of the world, civilians, if you will, and I hate saying that, but civilians don't realize. Like for example, we have a tool called the Halligan, and the Halligan is what some guys refer to as the key to the city. Right? Means you could
Awesome.
right means you could we could break down pretty much any door with this tool, almost about any door. Obviously, if the door is steel, triple bolted, stuff like that, obviously not. But any other regular door, it's for the taking.
Well, I can tell you this, if somebody breaks my door down, they need to be more concerned about what's on the other side of that door. They better hope they have more people with them.
Very good. So Dave Lee asks, "What is the most essential prepper item?"
It's a hard decision between a gun and a food. I mean, you got to have food and water no matter what,
Right, right. You can't
but
eat
you got to
bullets.
have a way to protect it.
Right. All right. All right. So Prepper 101 asks this question. Sorry. Do you think Trump will pull this out? Will pull it off, rather. Sorry.
I think he has a good chance, a really good shot. And boy, am I like really hoping.
I think a lot of us are. Hold on, wait. Because every time someone says something good about Trump, I get a thumbs down. No, no thumbs down. All right, AC. Thank you for the donation, man. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so looking for more questions. Sorry. Oh, JB, right, the Master Lock pick. That is something I've been looking to buy myself. All right, Prepper Tribax. Does her small town have a militia?
Yes, but they're all in the three percenters.
Oh, okay. All right. Are they different? Are they run under different leaders, if you will, or
Well, they have their big one leader, but there's also like sectional, area leaders, I
right?
guess you would say. Yeah.
Others, okay.
And
Like you have a
I am
regional,
friends with many.
right? And look at that. After the Trump comment, six more thumbs down popped up. People never let me down, man. It's insane. Uh, Ocean C asks, "What is your favorite survival movie?"
I really enjoyed oh gosh, what is it called? Mm. Oh, I thought I had it behind me. The one that, see, I forget names.
Well, what
The
was the synopsis? Loosely,
the fast zombie thing that was done recently, a couple of years ago.
where was he?
Yes, there we go.
Okay, the fast zombies. Okay,
I like the survival in that. I
okay,
mean, I think the zombie thing is just ridiculous, but how they survive and everything is what I liked.
okay. The one with Brad Pitt, right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Where was he? That was good. It was nothing like the book, but it was good. Actually, it wasn't even the book, if you will. The book was something different.
yeah.
But yes, that is good. And waiting for part two. Um, whatever. It's never gonna happen now. It's amazing how good movies you gotta you gotta like a song and dance to get a second sequel. Like I Am Legend, they're supposed to do a sequel on that. That's a no. World War Z,
Yeah.
they're supposed to get a sequel on that. That's a no. All right. So someone asked. Oh shit. Okay, here it is. Wendy, Wendy Elis. Will you watch Songbird?
I've never watched it.
So
I will if.
when we're done with this, type in on YouTube Songbird trailer.
Okay.
If you have no clue what it is,
I have
watch.
no clue.
Okay, watch it. You'll be like, you'll text me back later. Holy shit! So you'll be blown away. That this is gonna be. That's gonna. I can't wait for your reaction once you see that.
Okay.
Um, American Prepper asks, who is your favorite YouTuber?
Oh my gosh. My favorite YouTuber? I don't know if I have one. I'm subscribed to probably 500 channels.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I and I love all of them.
But do you watch all of them?
Just when I catch them, I'll look at the title. If it's not something I'm very interested in, I just go on because you know you just don't have time to do that.
Wow, 500. I feel bad. I think I'm subscribed to 80 channels. And 80 channels on this account, the Angryprepper account, and they're all preppers and survivalists. And on my photography account, if you will, it's all camera people. So I guess a combination, yeah, it's about 80, if I'm not mistaken. That's 500. Damn, that's a lot.
It may not be that much, but it's up there. Trust me. And I try to support the little channels as well.
All right, Brenda Hobbs, thank you for the donation. Brenda Hobbs said, "Angry Prepper, get TJ to send you her bologna and cheese grit cake recipe."
Yeah, I think she's talking about I had made some grits and then I fried bologna and tore it up into it and added cheese and mixed it together and I froze it in a loaf pan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Took it out, I slice it, and then you deep fry it.
Mm-mm. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Northerners typically don't like grits.
You know what? I had grits for the first time a year ago, or 2 years ago, for the first time ever.
You have to eat them right.
I don't know what that is. They made it at work. Actually, one of the guys made it at work, and I was like, "This isn't bad." I didn't put cheese on it. I had it straight, and I thought it was pretty good. Um,
Just salt and butter. That's all you really have to have. And
that's
it has to
it.
be cooked right, no lumps.
Wow. All right. Well, like I said, I don't know much about anything. When it comes to like grits and stuff. So that at the firehouse, to be fair, that's where I experienced most of my like first time eating certain foods. And then when I met my wife, she tried to broaden my palate and bring me to different restaurants. Which listen, she tries in the firehouse. They try, but I'm like old fashioned, man. Like a burger, hot dog. Uh,
You sound just like my husband.
it's the simple things that make you happy.
Mhm.
Anything other than a burger and bacon and hot dogs, I'm just like, fuck. Do I really have to eat it? But oh, here's another one. So someone brought it up. Have you seen the trailer to Greenland
No,
with Gerard Butler?
no. I don't even have cable, so I would have to look at, somebody would have to tell me about it and I'll look it up.
Okay, so that's another one you should watch after this. That one's pretty. It's pretty cool. The trailer is anyway. But Songbird, I'm waiting for your reaction on that.
Okay.
What's the best to live in? I don't know what that. Diane, can you retype that question? What's the best to live in? Live in what? You gotta, you know, a little more. Jason, thank you for the donation. Jason and VA, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Grits, ground hominy. Nope, which is corn. No, thank you. No, 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 no. All right. All right, guys. Again, any more questions? Have you ever? Okay. Uh, Biddy Boobs Homestead, asking you, have you ever watched the show or the movie The Road? Is there a show called The Road?
I don't think so. I've watched the movie. Most definitely I have it. I have quite a collection of survival movies.
Okay. Christian, thank you for the donation. All right, so Christian's asking, what would you do first if sirens went off?
Sirens?
Yeah.
In my area, I would think a tornado was coming. So I would just go to the center of my house.
So do you guys get tornadoes out there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Is it constant or not really?
No, but we do get a lot of thunderstorms and things like that.
Linda Watson said, ask JT to teach you the can? Well, I was going to pick her brain on it. I'm not gonna sit there and Skype, canning or write stuff down. Bradford Holmes, please ignore Scrappy Cat. She or he is not well ever, so just avoid their bullshit. Shattered Ankle, are you a Fallout fan? And what is your favorite version? What is that? You're not. No, she's not a Fallout fan. I think is he talking about gaming?
He's talking about gaming. Yes, I am.
You play Fallout?
Oh, yes, I do.
Holy shit balls. Okay. And so, what is your favorite version?
Four.
No,
I don't like the live.
you don't like who?
I don't like the latest version that you have to play live. I don't like that one.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about it. Okay, I know it's a game. I can't play those games. If I play those games, I'm never leaving the front of my TV set.
It's highly addicting.
Right. That's why I don't play. So, um, what was the last addicting game I played? Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation. Right. So, and we're talking about PlayStation 1. That was the last, right? That was the last like game I played where I sat there in the TV set and I was married to it. Anything else, man, and I would never ever leave. And I'm just too busy to play, to play games. Lie, I'm lying. I do play Call of Duty Mobile on my iPad. That's about as far as I go. But if I had something in front of me with a chair and a control pad and headphones, I'd never leave.
Sure, I got my Xbox right in front of me right now.
Do you have a gaming chair too?
No.
Okay, I'd have been impressed with that.
Yeah, this is my gaming chair right here.
Oh, okay, I see it. It's a free country. You say whatever you want. Youth Freedom Fighter, thank you for that. He said it's your channel. You can say whatever you want. I guess a couple people are complaining. Whatever. Nisi, perhaps are you going to do more news reports? Nisi, yes. When shit happens, I'll be downtown. Okay, here we go. Kyle, this is a good question. Kyle D asks, are you worried about having too much family to feed if the shit hits the fan?
No, no, not at all. Everybody does their own thing. We have beekeepers. We got it all.
So Scott W asks, I asked you this question earlier, but I guess you can, um, answer him. Favorite canned food?
Favorite canned food for me to make is meat.
And what about, I guess, store bought to eat?
I try not to eat store-bought canned food, but I do buy it.
Okay. So what would be if you had to say it was your favorite? Which one would it be?
Meat-wise, corned beef or tuna. I like tuna.
I like tuna. I like corned beef too. Corned beef is the shit. Some people are like, but that's close to spam. No, it's not. I don't want to
No,
ever hear that. It is not. Do you like spam?
no,
Very good.
no, 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 no.
Very good. Starting an anti-spam campaign. Best advice to new subscriber. Uh, Zeb, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Tactical Gary asks, what canner do you use?
I use the cheap Presto from Walmart without a gauge.
That's the one I have here sitting in a box still.
It's the easiest to use.
So are there more complicated ones?
The ones with the gauges, you have to keep an eye on them, and you have to adjust the heat to make sure that gauge stays where it needs to stay. I don't like having to do that. I would like to bring it up, get my thing to rocking, turn the heat down a little bit to where it still rocks. Your weight is on that rocker,
Okay.
so therefore you don't have to have a gauge.
Okay.
It holds that weight.
Very good. All right, April Armstrong. Best advice for new preppers.
Only prep food that you know your family will eat.
Very good. April, I hope you got that. Biddy Boo Homestead. You can email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. I appreciate the help. Lady Casca. How do you how do you corn beef or can corn beef? I don't know if that's what she's asking.
I, that's one I have not done yet.
Okay.
I
Uh,
just buy it from the store right now.
all right. Very good. Prepper 101. How long can canned meat last?
Well, Ball says a year and a half, but I can guarantee you it lasts way longer than that.
Okay, so they're giving you that just to cover their ass, pretty much.
Yes.
Very good. Got some baked beans. All right. Trying to sort through these questions. Guys, if I missed your question, sorry. Uh Angeline Martinez. So she said Zooming Thanksgiving. She's like probably 30 minutes behind us right now. Right, because we spoke about that a while ago. All right, guys. So
Yeah.
we are at the 1 hour mark. That went by really quick. We'll wait for more questions if okay. David, what is the best pet for a shit hits the fan scenario?
Best pet or best breed? I have a mixed lab and pit.
Okay,
He thinks that mama is everything and no one's allowed near her.
really nice. I mean, it could be nice and it could be terribly bad, but that's nice because this one over here, he's a great dog. He's just too soft. So if I was getting mugged or beat up, I'm on my own. Um,
Well, he probably looks at you and says, "You're a big guy, handle it."
Probably. All right. So April, you asked the question again. New prepper advice. She gave it already. So either rewind it or replay the whole video. Uh, Now someone asked a decent question. Fuck, I lost track of it. Oh, Frankie Beast. He says, TJ's favorite. What's your favorite gun? We know what your.
My favorite guy,
Yeah,
all of them.
good answer. There you go, guys. All of her
Would
guns.
you like to see what I carry?
If you want, don't mind showing us. Nice.
That's what I carry.
Okay.
And it stays with me all the time. It's always right beside me.
No kidding. Is that out
No
of
kidding.
habit, like training?
Pretty much. Everybody here carries, okay? You don't want to rob people down here because you're probably going to lose your life. And when you're around it so much, it's just natural.
So the crime in your area then has to be low, no?
Very low.
Okay, right.
Our biggest problem in this area is car burglaries.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. They'll break into your car, steal everything you got, and they leave your car there.
No shit. So you have crackheads by you then?
Yeah.
Okay, or heroin addicts, whatever it might be out there. Because the crackheads around here, they do the same shit. They break your windows and they take your change, and then they leave the rest of the car alone. Now you're
Hmm.
sitting in fucking glass and going to the dealership to get the car fixed because they, you know. All right. Oh, sorry. What was the gun that you showed us?
It's a Taurus, 9 millimeter. It's a Glock.
The Glock. All right.
And yeah, and Taurus, they're pretty good guns because they buy all of their molds from Smith and Wesson.
Okay.
So you're basically getting almost a Smith and Wesson.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. Prepper 101, it's fine. You know, if they shut it down, they shut it down. I'll argue it and hopefully I'll get it back. It's not a big to do. But thank you for looking out. I appreciate that. So, JP asks, what is your favorite prepping survival book?
I don't have any. I don't have any. I've never found a reason to have to read a book, to be honest.
Okay. All right. And then someone asked a quick question. I'm curious too. A side holster or a belly holster? Ocean
I
Sea
have a side.
side.
I have a side holster. That's what I have.
Oh, okay.
And I carry an extra clip here on the
I
top.
see the clip in it. Nice. Very, very good. All right, meth down south. Meth down. Everyone's saying meth down south. So you guys have a lot of meth addicts down here, and
Yeah.
I think we have crackheads. I'm seeing crack vials pop up all over the ground again. So I'm assuming it's that. Um,
Yeah, we have a lot of meth in my area.
Jesus. Okay, Lisa Randolph, do you have seeds in your preps?
Yes.
And I take it that when you, I guess, garden again, is your garden big enough to sustain everyone in your family?
No, it's not, but I have so much family that gardens. Put it this way, I have an uncle that when he gardens, he'll plant like 8 rows of tomatoes.
Okay.
When I say a row, you're looking at probably 100 feet long.
Wow. That's pretty.
Huge crops.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get all the food I want.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Brenda Hobbs, thank you for the donation. She's also asking, what do you guys think you both have in common as preppers? That's an interesting question.
Wow. Just the fact that we prep.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, we both prep. That's the common. I think that's the commonality with all of us on here is that we prep and we both prep for our families and we prep to for security. It's pretty much what we prep for. Uh,
Exactly.
but that was an easy one for you to answer. Biddy Boo's Homestead. Thank you. I will read it in a bit. Flashbang, ball, wholesome, whatever. Okay. All right, guys. It looks like Joey from Seattle. I guess he's offering advice on a book if you were looking for one. SAS Survival Handbook by John Lofty Wiseman. Joey from Seattle, I have that book. I actually have two versions of it. I have a hardcover and I have the soft cover because I'm sick like that. Um,
Oh, one of them's easier to carry.
yes. The other thing is learn as much as you can so you don't have to carry it, right? But
Yeah.
the other thing, I'm sorry, I also have that book in digital form too, so I have it three times. Just because the digital form, I think it's easier to carry, and
Hmm.
you can put as many books as you want on it. The only problem is that thing only lasts as long as it lasts, right? And when it stops, it's done. Right. So
Yeah.
I have a carry pack size too. Oh, very good, Joey from Seattle. He says he has a carry pack size. I guess the book he's talking about. What kind of we use? All right. AC is asking radio communication question. You know anything about that stuff?
For my husband and I, we have regular, just like simple walkie-talkie type things. We have an uncle that is licensed on the ham radio. He has the ham radio set up.
Okay.
I do not know how to operate one.
All right. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Because neither do I, man. I'll stand looking at one of those ham radio things. Like, man, there's a lot of dials and buttons on this thing, especially the new digital ones now. You know, I saw
Mhm.
online. I was looking to get one, and I'm like, I'm just looking at online. I'm like, the hell am I looking at here? What is this? You know, like, so I didn't buy it just because I was like, frustrated with that. I am taking an online course, so Hopefully, once I'm done with that, I can get one and talk to all my friends all over the world. Not
You
really.
may can find one online used.
I
That's one good thing that Facebook is for.
use
Good
stuff.
for.
CB is asking, what kind of drones do you have?
I just have a really cheap drone. That is it. My son bought it for me for my birthday.
Okay, all right. And that came from who the hell? That came from CB. American Prepper. What do you think for? What do you think is your prepping weakness?
My weakness? Well, I guess me not being in my best shape. That's it.
Okay, I
But
like
I think my other things that I'm stronger in makes up for it.
I like that answer. Honest answer. Paul Taylor asks, do you have a Berkey water filter?
No,
No.
my husband's been trying to get one.
Is he having a hard time getting one?
Well, the way we're wanting to buy it, yes.
Okay. Wait, is that because you're telling him no, or he's just having a hard time getting it?
He's actually having a hard time getting it. So we live on the river, and we could filter water all day long
All right,
if we had the stuff to do it with. So we're trying to get one.
gotcha. Yeah, I always wanted to get one of those, and every time I'm about to buy one, I get sidetracked by buying something else that I don't need. So I figured the next time I have money, I'm buying us a Berkey filter, especially living in the city and the options of water dwindles when you live in the city. Nose picking, thank you for the donation. Yeah, I know, right? So nose picking is asking for the both of us. For the both of us, has anyone ever done a prepping video on trimming, cleaning your toenails? It's kind of important. Got to do some walking. I guess if you're bugging out, I'm not doing that video.
I'm not going to do it either.
So nose picking. No one's gonna do that video, but I could definitely mention it because you're right about trimming your toenails and keeping it clean if you have to bug out for a long period of time. Um, I do get that. Be ready today, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it, man. Thank you. We both appreciate it. Yeah, pinball preparedness. It looks like bodies are starting to pop up in the river again. So, uh, someone asked, "Do you know how to fish living on the
Oh
river?"
yeah.
You do.
Yes.
That was by the Benelli show. Okay, very good. So you know how to trade your cloak for a sword. Jesus. Thank you for that comment, Joey from Seattle. I think. Ladybug Redneck is asking what state you live in. I guess they missed it earlier.
Georgia.
Georgia. All right, all right, all right. Okay, guys. That looks to be it. Okay, last question. Trust No One is asking, do you worry about EMPs?
No,
All right, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, neither do I. Uh, that initially got me started prepping, but then when I started reading about EMPs, I started worrying less about it. So, all right, guys. That'll be all for tonight. We are at an hour and 13 minutes. That was actually a lot longer than I thought. So, again, TJ Preps, thank you for coming on the show. Thank
Yep.
you to my moderators again. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Uh, I had a good time. I thought this was pretty fun. And I was trying to behave myself, and I think I did okay. I think I said 5 fucks instead of 20. So uh, I think that was pretty cool. Other than that, guys, listen again. Thank you for joining us. Head over to TJ Prep's page if you haven't already. Sorry, channel. Like and subscribe to her there. Also, go to her Rumble channel and like and subscribe to her there. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight, ma'am. Any last words?
You guys have an awesome night.
Thank you. And nose picking again. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.